In this problem, we have a couple things going on. Once again, we have a number on the outside. It's going to move it up or down. In this case, when we're adding, it's moving it up. On the outside, when it's added, it's moving up. When it's negative, on the outside, it's moving down. So this 1 here is going to move it up. We also have a negative 2 out in front, and that's going to change how wide or narrow our graph is. And let's see what happens when we plug in the numbers. But once again, since I just have x inside the absolute value, my t-chart value in the middle can be 0. And I'll have negative 1 and positive 1 here. When I plug in negative 1 for x, I get positive 1 when I take the absolute value. Positive 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So again, I have negative 2 times positive 1 after I take the absolute value plus 1, so I get negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. Now for 0, I'm going to have 0 times negative 2 is 0, which gives me positive 1. And then when I plug in the 1, I have 1 times negative 2 plus 1, which was once again negative 1. So we're just plugging these numbers here in for our x, which is right here. Let's plot the points. Let's see here. I have negative 1, negative 1, which will be right here. I have 0, positive 1, which is up here. And then I have 1, negative 1, which is right over here. Notice how last time we only went from this spot here, and we went like up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1. This time we're going over to the left, and we're going down. We're going down 2 this time instead of just down 1. So let's connect the dots, and we may notice that it is a little bit more narrow. And that has to do with what this number did out in front. That number caused it to be a little bit more narrow. And we're actually going to explore that a little bit more in our next section with transformations.